Why would you... I assume it's for the authenticity of the whole thing. But that's just silly, because basically you have to use silver rather than real money. Let's ask this fellow.
Hello again. That's an interesting shop. The Cosmic Ferry.
Place is full of woolly-minded liberals and frou-frou socialists.
So I guess you won't be opening a charge account there.
Don't be fatuous. But I've got my eye on the place. That Hillage fellow is up to something.
What do you think goes on in there?
I've been asking around. He used to rent his spare room out. Claims it's empty now. But I've seen a light on in there after he's gone home.
Maybe the little people are having a poker game.
He's harbouring somebody. I bet my wife on it. But he can bet the dog on it.
There's a fortune teller up the street. Maybe you could ask her to help you.
How so?
Well, you know, she could look in the crystal ball and maybe she... Or, tea leaves. She could read tea leaves.
She'd give you a cup of tea.
Or tarot cards. They got, like, cool little pictures.
Play games
You're
with them.
a rum sort of a fella, aren't you?
And we'll go back in here.
Hi again. You say you had trouble getting this published?
Publishers! Ha! Philistines, the lot of them.
What you need is to raise your profile.
Advertise, you mean? Oh, I can't afford that.
How about a little spot on the BBC? Eamon O'Mara's new show?
That would be marvelous. Oh, but impossible, of course.
Ah, don't worry. Eamon and I go, way, way back. At least 5 minutes. Want me to have a word with him? He's right here in Glastonbury.
Would you do that? Oh, thanks. Thanks awfully.
I'll need to show him some of your work.
Yes, of course. Here, take a copy.
I'm sure he'll love your stuff.
Nice. So, have I split them between the two? No. Okay.
Enchanted Avalon,
dear.
Lays of a Mystical Age. The book of poems was by the guy in the Cosmic Ferry. There were silver coins laminated into the cover.
Oh, they're laminated into the cover. Okay, so I'm not actually... Oh, that's mean. I've just lied to him. Well, we'll go and talk to Eamon. I'm not sure if I have to, but I don't want to give up the silver lest I have... The book with the silver in there until I absolutely have to. So try talking to him.
Hi, Eamon. Have you been in that shop, the Cosmic Ferry?
Oh yeah, always go there for me love beads.
I was just asking. The guy who runs the Cosmic Ferry might be ideal for your show.
That old hippie. I've no time for the 60s. Caftans stink. Timothy Leary was a turn-off, and I'd rather listen to The Clash than the Beatles any day.
I thought you wanted to talk to eccentric characters.
Hippies aren't eccentric. They're pathetic.
I think this guy's got something. Take a read.
Enchanted Avalon. Lays of a Mystical Age. Oh, just what I needed.
No, read some. You won't be disappointed.
If you say so. For there is lightning in my blood, my dark Morgana, my own Morgana.
It's not bad, is it?
No, it isn't. Oh, there was lightning in my blood, red lightning, lighting through my blood.
That's beautiful.
It is that, just as beautiful as when James Clarence Mangan wrote it about his Rosaline 180 years ago.
What?
Look at this. The fairies are a silent race, and pale as lily flowers to see. That's Samuel Ferguson. Shameless, absolutely bloody shameless. Darley, Griffin, Aubrey, bloody the Vere. Does his thievery know no bound?
Well, he's stolen it all?
Every word. Oh, get this. The author reserves the right to be identified as the creator of this work. The grave robbing little toe rag. I'll have him.
I assume he'll be a bit distracted and we can go and talk to Bruno at this point.
Good morrow, fair traveller. How may I help you?
To the island valley of Avilion, where falls not hail, or rain, or any snow, nor ever wind blows loudly, but it lies.
I beg your pardon?
Deep meadowed, happy fair, with orchard lawns and bowery hollows, crowned with summer sea.
That's good. That's very good.
Of course it's good. It's Tennyson, you tofu-chewing twit. From his Mort to Arthur. Not the Thomas Mallory one, but we won't hold that against him. Now, do you recall King Mark of Cornwall in that tale?
I've read Mallory, yes, but,
You'll recall Mark has a big downer on a knight called Tristram then. 'Cause Tristram took something that didn't belong to him.
Is
oh,
the wife.
God. You mean Melissa? Look, I can explain.
No, not Melissa, you Aegis. Isolde!
Now you've completely lost me.
I'm talking theft and possession. Possession by the spirits of Mangan, Griffin and Devere among others.
Ah.
Yes, 'Tis a miracle that you've channeled all these great talents into your little book. Just a shame that they ended up repeating themselves from their own published works. Word for bloody word!
Wait, I can explain everything.
Now, that was my line. It was also my cue to make a move.
Good, you explain. And in return, I'll explain to you the theme of boxing in Irish literature.
Can I just walk?
Let's stay calm.
Gonna be stealthy at the end. So I assume Bruno isn't up here, and it's Melissa.
Gosh,
Hi! Sorry to just barge in here like this.
I could have been getting undressed or anything.
Guess we were just lucky then.
Or not. What's your name?
George, what's yours?
Melissa. Have you come to save me?
Melissa? Melissa Butley?
How did you know my name?
Well, your dad's stamping up and down the street like Godzilla, except scarier.
Daddy? Oh my God, he isn't. Oh my God, he is! Oh, he drives me absolutely potty. You have no idea.
You know, you remind me of somebody, but I can't put my finger on who.
Perhaps we were sweethearts in another age. You know, underneath that brat exterior, you're really rather my type.
Okay, let's ask about the Colonel.
About your dad.
I say, you're not working for him, are you?
No.
Shame. I'd come home today if you were the pool boy.
I guess your dad's just worried about you.
Worried that I might have grown up? Well, he's too late. I have. And I rather like it.
You got a boyfriend?
You got a girlfriend?
Well, not really.
Interesting.
So, you're on the run.
Sort of.
Your dad's a real ogre.
Oh, he's a pussycat.
Really?
The frothing pit bull terrier type of pussycat.
So not at what? Let's ask about Tristram.
How do you know Tristram?
I met him at the festival.
Aha.
He read me his poetry.
You don't need to tell me the rest.
Then he said I could come and stay with him. So I did.
You poor kid.
Keep asking about him.
You and Tristram, is it serious?
Tristram is one of a kind.
That doesn't answer the
In
question.
fact, when I think of him, I go, you know.
The poor woman had been duped by Tristram's lies. I couldn't let him mess up her life. And she was bound to find out sooner or later. Look, Melissa, you hardly know me, but some things are better coming from a stranger.
Ooh, is that a promise?
These poems, Tristram doesn't write them. They're all copies.
Well, duh. Obviously.
What?
I knew that.
What?
You must think I'm totally dim.
No, I just thought he tricked you, you know, put you under his spell.
Oh, you're too sweet. George, are you for real?
I don't...
You've come to save me. Like a knight in armor.
Well, that wasn't my original plan, but it became an option.
Oh, I could kiss you all over.
Hey, steady. Remember the Geneva Convention?
Who needs it? I don't take prisoners.
I bet. So, when did you find out about the poems?
From day one. I wrote my thesis at Cambridge on Irish poets of the early 19th century.
You're very gifted.
Try me.
Ha! And Tristram doesn't know.
That I know? Of course not. Why let a question of authorship get in the way of a good...
Yes, why indeed.
But all good things, With Daddy on the trail, I think I'd better split. Anyway, don't suppose you fancy a weekend in Acapulco?
Jeez, I'd love to, but my Acapulco visa ran out just yesterday.
What were you doing?
What, me?
Having a little conversation with Melissa.
That's private up there. You had no right.
Just like you had no right to be seducing that poor girl with stolen poetry.
You had no right to interfere.
She had a right to know.
Oh, no. You haven't told her. Not about the poetry.
You can't base a relationship on lies.
Technically, I
have to talk to
didn't.
her.
I wouldn't advise it. She needs a little time to herself. Then she's going to stay with friends. I took more than a little pleasure knowing that he was the one who'd been duped. Maybe I should march right outside and tell Melissa's dad about you. Tell him that you've got her upstairs. Tell him that you've broken her heart.
You wouldn't. But that poor, innocent kid. Think what it would do to her.
He ought to know.
Please. Oh, God, no, you wouldn't. He'll kill me.
You're breaking my heart. On the other hand,
Yes? Yes?
you tell me what I want to know, and I forget about your house guest. Blackmail wasn't really my style. And suddenly, I wasn't so sure who was being duped anyway.
Very well.
Now will you tell me about Bruno?
Well, he was here, but he's gone. Upton went one night.
Did he leave anything behind?
He was in a hurry. He just grabbed his pathetic belongings, threw them in his bag, and off he went.
We must have left something.
Nothing worth looking at, believe me.
Letters, notes, a phone number?
No. He took everything with him. Only...
Aha! So he did leave something.
Well, yes. But what good is an old pair of pants to you?
Pants? Give them to me.
I found them in the laundry pile after he'd vamoosed.
Did you examine them?
No. What kind of a chap do you think I am?
Excellent. Come on, let me see them.
You're a sick man.
What are you waiting for? Oh, man, these aren't pants.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not. These are shorts.
What are you? Some kind of underwear detective?
Oh, heck. I'll take them anyway.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Boxer shorts. They're not... No one in the UK would call them pants. What are you talking about?
The shorts belonged to Bruno. I didn't want to examine them too closely.
There might be a clue. No, okay. Right, so we've now got the silver. For the fortune teller. Oh my goodness, I don't understand how the controls work. Right, here we are.
Hi again.
Silver.
What do you think of this book, Madame Zazie?
Me see those in the Cosmic Fairy. I like the coins, but me no care for the poetry.
Yeah, so that's the silver that I need. Man.
What do you make of that guy pacing up and down the street?
His aura glow, red with anger.
Kinda matches his nose then.
Him a lost something dear from himself, and him can't do nothing to prevent it.
Well, we all have to let go sometime. What do your powers tell you about that man outside the pub?
Him come from across the sea. Him have strongly held opinions. Him seek knowledge, but not for himself.
All that from your crystal ball?
No, him just on the telly. That's him on O'Mara.
But I needed to get silver for... Didn't I? Oh, I see. I see. No, I don't. Okay. Not sure how that would have worked anyway. How do I merge things? Does the thing on the bottom change? No, doesn't look like it does. Can I merge this with anything? No. No. Is this now open?
I tried to open the door. The door was locked. It wasn't opening time yet.
Mr. Amart's disappeared. Can I go through these gates? No. No. How far down this way can I go? Just running on the road. Who cares about safety? I assume at some point I'm just going to have to turn around.
I wasn't leaving until I'd finished what I'd come here to do.
I need to find Bruno. So I've tried to blackmail this fellow into telling me about Bruno, but the game won't let me ask him about Bruno. And she asks me for silver. I have silver, but I can't give it to her. Very confused.
Hi again.
Exhausted your thing. Assume you won't let me go up. It's following me, so stealth. Stealth.
It wouldn't have looked good if I'd gone upstairs, when Melissa was supposed to be heartbroken and wanting to be left alone.
Okay, so I'm finished up there then. Let's run this side. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, there's nothing there. Okay. So I can't ask him about anything. There's nothing in that area. Ooh. Little, no, can't go down that gateway. Okay. Can I go in here?
The door was still locked.
Try every door.
No buskers, circulars, hawkers. I thought I'd leave them alone. I guessed that being the middle of the morning, most people were at work.
In Glastonbury?